all, my name is Reggie and today I will be sharing with you my August TBR. However, before we get into this TBR, you should definitely subscribe to this channel. You can do that by clicking that red button that's dancing around the screen right here. It's great. Good times. Also click the bell dude because the bell dude will not just subscribe you to my channel but will notify you when I post new videos. Super cool. Love the bell dude. First up, in the month of August, I would like to finish the two books that I'm still currently reading. The first of which is A Courtesan Theory by Sarah J. Maas. This is just taking me forever and ever to read. I'm liking it more than A Court of Thorns and Roses for now, but we'll see if that continues. I'm about halfway through and this book is just incredibly slow to me. I know a lot of you love this book and read it super quickly. I've even heard of people who have read this book in one day. That's not the case for me. It's going by really slowly, but hopefully I can make it through. I'm also currently reading Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. This is a bind of novellas that come in between the Mortal Instruments series and the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare. I actually had no intentions of reading this book because I was super disappointed with Clockwork Princess and City of Heavenly Fire. However, I forgot to remove my hold from the library, and when it came in I was like, why not? We'll try it. So far I'm actually enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. Not like my favorite thing ever still, but I'm interested enough to see how this progresses. I'm about 75% through this book now, so I'm definitely going to finish this, and we'll see how it goes. I may continue on with the Dark Artifices just because I really am interested in Julian and Emma and also seeing things an LA Institute and stuff in California. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on how the rest of this book goes. I forgot to remove my holds from that as well, so maybe when Lady Midnight comes in, I will read it. We'll see. I would also like to read Fire. This is the second book in the Gracelyn Realms companion series. I read Gracelyn last month, really enjoyed it, and I would like to continue on with the series. I don't know much about this other than it's a companion series, so it doesn't follow the same main characters and it's in the same world, the Gracelyn world. That's about all I know about it, but I'm excited. Also want to read some books that I borrowed from a friend, so you probably have seen some videos with Randa. I'll link them right there if you haven't, but she let me borrow some books recently and I would like to read them in the month of August. The first being Howl's Moving Castle. This is by Diana Wynne Johnson, and this is obviously what the Studio Ghibli movie of Howl's Moving Castle was based on, but I've heard it's loosely based on this. Anyways, really excited to read this and then watch the movie again, kind of compare them. If you're interested in a video about comparing this book and the movie, let me know. Maybe Randa and I will film one for you. Also have two mangas that I borrowed, and I'm really, they're a little silly, but I'm still really excited to read them, and they are basically Beauty and the Beast, but like manga style. It's great. So they're like overly dramatic, but in the art style it's great. So one is Belle's Tale and then the other is Beast's Tale. So it's like from Beast's perspective. I'm really excited for these. So they'll be super quick reads. Speaking of quick reads, I want to start by reading Runaways by Brian K. Vaughan. I've read some of this, so this part of the series will be a reread for me. If you don't know, Runaways is the story of a group of teenagers who discover their parents are basically supervillains and decide to run away. It's just great fun. I'm really excited to get back in this world. I also would like to read some recent releases that I picked up from my library. The first one being Midnight at the Electric by Jodi Lynn Anderson. Honestly, I actually don't know what this book is about, but it's by Jodi Lynn Anderson, who wrote one of my favorite books, which is Tiger Lily. Peter Pan retelling, told in the perspective of Tinkerbell. Beautiful, lyrical, fantastic. I love Jodi Lynn Anderson's writing, so I'm really excited to see what this book is all about and see how magical the writing is, and I think it'll be good. I also want to read Bad Romance by Heather Demetrius. This is the story of a girl who finds herself in an abusive relationship. So one of my favorite things about Heather Demetrius as an author is she is very respectful, but wonderfully at depicting hard topics. So I'm really interested to see what she tackles in this book and how she does it. And I'm also really excited to read Because You Love to Hate Me. This is 13 Stories of Felony, edited by Amory. This is basically a book that was collaboration between a lot of authors and booktubers. So basically what happened is 13 booktubers were paired up with 13 authors, and the booktuber wrote a prompt for the author. The author then took that prompt and wrote a story, and those stories are what's in here. These are all tales of villainy and villains as the main character. I'm super excited to read this anthology. If time permits, I would love to read a lot more books, especially since August is kind of wrapping up summer. If it hasn't already been wrapped up, it will definitely be wrapped up in August, so getting some of those contemporaries knocked out would be great, but that's okay if I don't. I'll read them contemporaries all year long, it's fine. However, that is all I'm going to conclude in my TBR because it feels like a lot and I never really stick to these anyways, even though I really want to stick to this one because some of these are library books, some of these are borrowed books. In fact, I think all of these are library books or borrowed books, so I really want to get through them quickly and get them back to the library. That is all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, you should give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. You should also comment down below and let me know if you have any thoughts about any of these books and which book you are most excited to read in the month of August. For me, I'd have to say I'm most excited to read, I think, Because You Love to Hate Me. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
Baby, I beg you, yeah.